think maybe I misread what type of pressure was still going to be effective for us.
Earlier, you mean?
Earlier in the season, yeah. I think earlier in the season, I thought maybe we could be a little bit more of a man-to-man, in-your-face type pressure, trapping stuff out of that. And we had some success against a few teams there, but ultimately I just think we gave up too much and we don't quite have the size and speed that maybe I thought we did. So tonight we used more of our traditional 1-2-2 pressure, and I thought it gave Dieterich a whole lot of fits. I think our length and our anticipation was really good tonight. We need to continue to work on that and get better at it yet. But yeah, Colin. Colin's been in the lineup now for ever since his blowout game or his big game against Beecher City. Yeah, he's really improved. He was hurt and injured a little bit there in preseason conditioning, and kind of took him a little bit to get his legs back under him. But the way he's playing these last 4 or 5 games, he's aggressive. His defense has really improved. His length, he's bouncy. He does a lot of nice things for us and really kind of gives us another scoring option, which after the tournament we kind of learned in the North Clay game, we really learned we needed. So he's really provided that for us here. You guys are good at your job, you know that? I ran down some stats after our Newton game. And at that time we had taken, which I think was still probably similar tonight, I don't know, I haven't seen them yet, where we were taking 40% of our shots from beyond the arc, and we were only shooting 25%. So we talked about that this week, and we're going to continue to talk about that we need to take 25% of our shots from the three-point line. And if we continue to take another 15% from inside the arc or at the basket, we're going to increase our chances to make more points. And I did the stats even to the point where if we would have done that all season long, we would have 67 more points to our name. We're playing all the percentages, and we've only lost games by a total of, I think it was 48. So I'm not a real good mathematician, but that would have been better odds for us to win more of our games. I think I underestimated how young we really were and how long it might take some of them to truly get the understanding of the physicality and the constant effort, the pace of the game to sprint back and to run the break on their own end. So I think they got a lot of grit. I think they got a lot of toughness physically, and I think we are growing and gaining mental toughness as we go each and every day. So, definitely was proud of their effort tonight and their toughness tonight that they showed to put in my opinion, a full 32 together.
That you got to stick together, and whether we lost by 29 or 1, a loss is a loss. So, really just kind of got to throw it away and get back to practice and work on the things that is pretty obvious, getting the ball up the court and getting organized. Really no secrets. We knew they were going to pressure us. They pressured us, and we couldn't get organized and get into our sets. I told them a lot of that's my responsibility, and it's my job to get back into practice and get everybody on the right page and get it fixed. But ultimately, it's just one game, and whether it's, like I told them, whether it's a 29-point loss or a last-second shot, they both count the same. So the main thing is just trying to keep everybody up and not blaming or anything like that, and I don't see that happening, and getting back to work and turning our season back around. There was a lot of pressure on Lucas to try to get us some offense going. It's a lot for a freshman. A lot of times we were out of our spaces where we needed to be. There was no spacing. We weren't organized. Guys were in the wrong spots. I got to give Cody a lot of credit for that. So a lot of times he was out of position and forcing things, and how can you blame him? He was trying to get things going. Got to love his effort. He was very disappointed after the game for obvious reasons. Just hopefully shows really good leadership and gets our team back playing good basketball. Very important. Lawrenceville's not going to be much easier. They got a good record this year. Last year when we played them, they had one of their better players out. He's back. So we know that's going to be a difficult one as well, and can't overlook anybody at our tournament. We got Arcola and Sullivan and OPH. The records aren't there, but we know they're good teams. They played St. Anthony close. Sullivan did. It was a 9 or 11-point game. So we got our work cut out. We just got to get back to playing good basketball, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do that. We're a very inexperienced team for the most part. We have 2 players with varsity experience. That'd be Caleb and Lucas. So there's probably going to be nights like this. Some nights are going to look really nice, and then there's probably going to be some nights that aren't so well. But part of that's experience, and tonight, hopefully, this was a good experience for our kids. I'm sure the game felt very fast for them. I know they felt hurried and confused at times. So really, there's experience is important. So that they all need it. You can talk about speed in practice and going hard in practice, but games like this to tell you quickly that things you have to do better in practice, and one of it is you have to go 100% at all times, not 99. You got to go 100. So we talk about that all the time in practice, but sometimes talk's cheap. So hopefully this will wake us up. Me as a coach too, I got to get more out of them, and actually I got to do a better job of getting them in the right spots. And we have our work cut out, but pretty positive we're going to turn the season around and have a pretty good season yet.